Hello, this is Bill Colodzi. Welcome to the finals of a Legacy Cube draft, where we are playing a big green ramp deck. And this is a pretty good starting hand for that. We can get Savannah with Nature's Lore, so all of our mana is fixed. We still need a little more ramp, but when we get there, we've got a lot of good stuff to be doing. Ooh, Ancestral Visions. That's a strong one. Bloom Tender does help out a little bit. At some point, we'll need to draw some more land. But right now, this hand represents 5 mana, which is close to casting Dramoka, and if we can go 6, 7, 8, that'll be hard to beat. Okay, so we'll start with Nature's Lore, because then we can cast Bloom Tender the same turn. And that should do it for Dramoka next turn. We'll keep an eye on the counters on this thing. 2 more turns until our opponent draws 3. The big thing we don't want to see is a Wrath effect. Huh, I wonder. Yeah, this is our turn 3. It looks like our opponent missed a land drop. So we've got 2 options here, Dramoka or Raphelos. And I like Dramoka. It actually ramps us 1 next turn because Bloom Tender will add the white. It adds 1 of each mana symbol you have on your permanents. Okay, they are up to 2. And of course they bounce our Dramoka. No. Now that's interesting, because Garruk does a lot here. Garruk means we can cast that and Raphelos on the same turn. I mean, we can do that anyway. So maybe Garruk just makes a beast here to help block the Reflector Mage. No, I don't like making a beast. I want to untap some lands. The main reason is otherwise the Stratus Dancer just easily kills Garruk, and I want it to be a little more difficult. The weird thing is, though, we probably don't want to block. Next turn, potentially we have Craterhoof mana, but it won't be lethal. At the very least, we can do Avenger of Zendikar. Yeah, but I'll let Garruk fall to this. Oh, they're not going for it. They're leaving Reflector Mage to block, I guess. One thing I don't want to see is just nothing, because now they counter whatever we play. Dramoka can't be countered. That's kind of nice. But they could always bounce their own Reflector Mage. Let's take a closer look at how much mana we actually have here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or possibly 10, 11, 12. That's enough to do Dramoka and Deranged Hermit. So I think we start with Dramoka because it can't be countered. Okay, and now opponents can't play spells on our turn. The thing I am worried about is a Wrath effect. Wrath of God just sweeps up all of this at once. But I'm kind of committed. Let's make some squirrels. At least a Wrath doesn't kill Garruk, it just leaves us with very little. It's gonna happen too. Supreme Verdict, Wrath of God. Yeah. Factor Fiction. Yeah, they can't do that. Jamoka. Jamoka's weird. Flying lifelink, and your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. But I thought it was an instant. No Wrath of God, please. Game 2 is a lot easier to play around that effect. I mean, if you've seen it, but if you haven't seen it, they might just not have it. So I don't want to give up on the possibility that we win the next turn. And that's mainly possible if we play this deranged hermit and then follow it up with a crater hoof. Because if they get back to our turn and we have Dragon Lord Jamoka in play, we just win. They won't be able to interact with us on our turn. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll block this. Them doing 5 more damage to the Dragon Lord is so unlikely. And the only way they make this jump attack is if they have a Wrath, and the only thing left over after the Wrath is going to be Garruk. So, I don't know. Okay, they didn't have the stuff. Good deal. That's always scary because it's cube, and it's not like the one rare that you're hoping they don't have. It's like they probably have a Wrath in their deck if they're playing those colors. Especially in the finals. So what can we do about that? Not much. Trigon Predator Duplicate. Yeah, there's not a lot here that really interacts with what could be going on there. There's not a lot that does well against a Wrath effect. So let's submit again. It's a pretty deck. And another nice hand. The Guy's Cradle. You wouldn't want to only have this land in hand, but it's pretty good, considering. What we can do is Savannah turn 1. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Yeah, Savannah turn 1. Tree Speaker turn 2. I guess we get... Well, we could get Basic Forest, or we could get Breeding Pool. Let's get Basic Forest now that we have the island. And we don't really need the blue right away. Add, play this thing. This is the fastest start I can imagine for this deck. We could have 10 mana next turn. That's how ridiculous this is. We won't because Guy's Cradle, but... No, it is. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 mana. Only 8. But we kill all of their lands? Oh no. This works, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sundering Titan. We kill our forest and 3 of their lands. This is turn 3. Sundering Titan. Alright. A little enter the battlefield effect here. So their Wake Thrasher is just embarrassing. Because none of their stuff untaps. Embarrassing. Alright, how much mana this turn? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got him. That was ridiculous. That's Legacy Cube. Actually, that didn't feel like Legacy Cube at all. That felt like Vintage Cube. There is some overlap between what you can do. I mean, there's no There's no Mox Emerald or anything in this particular build, but something like that is right out of right out of a powered cube. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your drafts.